It fits in the same place that the Civil Rights Act of 1964 fits in. Okay, I'm not allowed to deny you the right to sit at a lunch counter simply because of the color of your skin. And we believe that if you take, for example, the issue of abortion, that an unborn child is a person for purposes of the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. Therefore, to take their life without due process, as we're seeing unfold in this gruesome trial in Pennsylvania, with this a doctor who systematically executed children who could perform outside the womb, violated their God-given right, and by the way, their constitutional right to life and liberty.
All right,
in the
let me bring it back
happiness.
to the other side. Mickey Edwards, do you want to respond to as we move into this
Well,
part of conservatism being involved with the socialist?
I had some thoughts here, but I kind of got stunned here by this definition of liberty. So, in the case of the civil rights, and you cannot deny African Americans, obviously, and shouldn't, these rights, that's a good thing. But denying gays' rights, that's different, right? So, I mean, the question where you're not being consistent is, are you for liberty or are you for restrictions on liberty? Are you for a workable government or are you against it? Are you for limited government or not? I mean, you're on every side of everything. And that doesn't work.
Do you want
Can
to
I
respond?
respond to that?
I'd like to go, I'm going to give one note to the audience, then you can respond. I want to now go to you for questions after Ralph responds to that. And how it works is if you raise your hand, a mic will be brought to you down the aisle. Just please wait till the mic reaches you. If I call on you, please stand up so that we can see you at the camera. Tell us your name and pop out a question. A really focused question that's on this topic. We know that a lot of people have passions on this, on one side or the other. We not really looking for you to tell us how you feel about one side or the other, although we believe you do. We really want you to throw something into the mix that gets these guys talking to each other. And I will pass on questions respectfully that don't meet that standard. Ralph, go ahead.
Well, I would say, first of all, gays and lesbians have not experienced the same level of Jim Crow-like invidious historic discrimination that African Americans did. They've not, wait a minute, they've not been denied the right to vote. They've not been prevented to run for political office. If you believe that gays and lesbians were subjected to slavery and segregation and denied the right to vote for over 100 years after the 13th Amendment granted them the right to vote, that has never happened in American history. So they are free in a free society to make moral choices with which I may disagree. Just by the way as straights are. There are straight men and women who live together outside of wedlock, do so every day, and they're free to do so in a free society. I'm not going in there to try to interfere with their personal decision. The issue before the country is whether or not that relationship should be defined as the institution of marriage.
Let's go to some questions.